So let us talk about Tantra work that we do.
We have been doing in different countries with different types of people. And now, for the last 5 years, we are also coming to China and working with the Chinese, which has been quite
A challenge
a challenge, quite a learning for us.
because Chinese conditioning is very different than European conditioning or American or South
Brazilian.
American.
Yes.
And it took us a while to adapt to it. Actually, we are permanently learning something new here. We're just coming from a group which was a very deep group with a lot of lovely people. They really came along. They really opened up to the work.
And we could see also how needed it is and how meaningful it can be, this work, because it's working with sexuality, is working with opening to love, to intimacy,
And
is
with
working
meditation.
with meditation, with allowing yourself to really feel, to discovering who you are in a very loving way, easy way.
To understand our work, you have to know that we are basically, both of us, interested in consciousness, in being aware, in meditation. And we have been exploring this for the last 30, 35 years. And awareness and consciousness is something that applies to every area of life. You can be aware when you go shopping, you can be aware when you talk to your mother, and you can be aware when you have sex with your partner. So over the last years, we have explored different areas of life. And one of the areas we have been exploring lately is sexuality. And we have been doing this in our Tantra groups. So when you ask, what is our work about? The Tantra work we do is about bringing meditation and sex together. It is about being conscious without a fixed plan of what to do when you are intimate with another person. Most of us have a very clear idea what sex should be like, and most of us are very stressed out by sex. We feel insecure, we feel we are not good enough, we feel we are not appreciated, we pretend, we do, we act. We almost forget how to feel ourselves. And when we do this work, we take people slowly into situations where they can feel themselves while they come close to another person. That is maybe the most important thing of our work, bringing consciousness, in the Tantra work, bringing consciousness to sexuality.
And not just sexuality, but the whole relating phenomenon. How you talk to your partner, how you receive your partner, how you shut down, how you fight. So it's actually, it's a big...
In a way, it's a training also about relating, not only about sex. How to relate to a partner, being in your dignity and letting your partner be in his or her dignity. Treating each other with respect, with love, knowing how to avoid conflict, or if conflict is needed, how to have conflict. All this is included. The main thread, the main connecting element is consciousness. Being aware of what is going on inside of you while you do it.
And this, I would say, is more the male side. On the female side, I would say allowing the love to flow again in your body, in your spirit, in your actions every day, with the people that you work with your family, isn't it? like that?
Most of us, most people on this earth are in a relationship. Sooner or later they will be in a relationship. And most people have difficulties with relating.
Because relating is a real challenge. You are there, I have some ideas, you have different ideas. How do we make things work together? How can we be loving and at the same time be ourselves?
How can we support each other instead of permanently conflict?
Yes. How can we not resent each other if we live in the same environment, in the same house?
Many people after a few years, they carry so much resentment, they can hardly be together anymore without resenting each other.
Then sexuality is gone. They keep an appearance of a nice family, but underneath, nothing is really working.
Underneath, people are not happy.
Yes.
Many people are not happy. They go through the motions, they raise children, they go to work.
They make money.
They make even love, but something is missing. Our work, if it works, will give some meaning to all of this. It will teach you how to relate in a loving way, how to relate in a way with more awareness, how to find joy in life.
How to find what you really need and to be able to express to your partner, to be sincere with your partner.
But most of all, I think the most important thing of all of this is that it will teach you how to be in the moment. You know, like here now, we're sitting in Bali, there is all this beautiful nature around us. Usually people don't even see that. They are thinking about, what do I do when I come home? When is my taxi arriving? Did I pay my hotel? We don't know anymore how to just be quiet inside. And our work teaches people how to be quiet. And when quiet, here and now, we call it here and now. Most people call it here and now.
And
But
it's a
real-
state, it's a state of consciousness, it's a state of presence, that in this state everything starts to open up. A meaning comes from being here, from being in a body, from being with a partner.
And it's happening if you want. If we want, it can happen right now. We can be here.
Listen to the sounds. The wind is blowing. You feel.
Beautiful trees.
And it's incredible. The moment we enter this here now, immediately we can connect in a loving way.
And immediately love
Close.
goes. Meaning comes. You know, when we are always thinking what to do next, I have to do it. There is no meaning.
There may be you making money, but that it's very shallow. This is like an existential meaning. And when you can bring this quality also to your physical relations, it takes a new dimension.
When you can be in this space, and your partner can be in this space,
No effort.
and then you meet. It's a totally different meeting than when two businessmen are meeting or two husband and wife thinking about other things they need and talk and blah, blah. No, it's like
We are in existence.
then we are also in the unknown. We don't know what's coming. We are in adventure. Life is an adventure, not a problem to be solved. Life becomes an adventure. Something that happens, and it's a mystery.
Yeah.
And that gives meaning. And that's what our work is actually about.
Yeah, and to reach this state of here and now, we need to train the awareness, we need to train the mind to be present, to reshift its focus from thinking to feeling to being here. And this is a big part of the work, is in a way teaching meditation, teaching a state of presence.
Nobody ever teaches this. There
In
is
school?
there is no class at school how to be in the here and now. There is only classes that teach us, I want this, how do I get it? How do I get it? It's always future oriented, our education. We need to know at least how to be in the moment. And it's not easy. We need to learn it step by step by step. And one of the ways that has a long tradition is meditation. It comes from the East. It's actually inherent to China.
Big part, China and India.
Yes. How to be in the moment. And we try to teach this.
And it's interesting because in the beginning, working with the new Chinese, let's say, it was difficult, but the moment they start to feel this, they have almost as if they have it in their genes, this awareness, and it starts to come. And we saw, like in the last group we did, once they start connecting, it starts to open. It comes naturally. So in a way, when I was saying the potential in China, I was saying, because you already have it. So it's more like a remembrance of a state of presence that then it can come now. And it can come for the businessman, it can come to anybody, to the housewife, it can come when you are with your kids.
It's interesting because really comparing Chinese people in general to, for instance, American people in general, there is a quality of meditation in China. It may be a little bit hidden and forgotten, but you scratch the surface and you feel this is part of Chinese culture. And so then it becomes relatively easy for people to rediscover what it means to be in the here.
In rediscovering a new context, not a context of being out of the world, but a context of bringing this into the daily life. And this is also a big part of the work, is how to be aware, how to keep yourself there as you're doing all the practical things, as you're doing the business, as you eating.
Or making love.
Or making love. And how to bring this quality really that will make your life much better, will make the stress level come down.
Well, we have been doing this work for a lot of years now. Many years, maybe 20 years, traveling through the world, giving groups in different countries for different cultures, for different collectives. And the last 5 years we have been also coming to China. We are actually here right now for Life Zen. They invited us to come, and they seem to want to invite us in the future too. It has been very interesting for us to work in China. China is a very old culture that has experienced a lot of change lately, and people are not so comfortable with the old anymore, and the new has not really arrived totally. It's like a society in transition, and this creates a big potential, and it creates a bit of confusion also. For instance, one confusion is that the role definition, the gender definition, male and female, is not as it used to be. In China, women had a specific place in the house. Once they were married, they moved to the in-laws. That was how it was. Now everything is changing. Women are getting educated, starting work, having responsibility.
Companies, businesses.
So what is a woman? Is a woman just like a man? Or is she still a woman? What is a man? What is man and woman relation? Everything is becoming a bit unclear. And a lot of our work is to find out what is it to be a woman? What is it to be a man?
And in a way, I feel to bring the positive female quality, which is love, back into the world of the daily business, making money, because right now a lot of the women are becoming masculine. They have to. They are competing with the men out there, so they became masculine. And in that,
Much is lost.
much is lost. So in a way, we need to allow the male side inside each one of us, and also the female side. So in a way, also the man discovering the female side, because it has to go both ways.
Yes, it has to go both ways. We are not saying man should be man and women should be women.
We both have these energies inside. So in a way, right now, it's like the male is stronger. So what is happening a lot, the families are losing a lot right now. The love, So a lot of our work in China is actually to rediscover the feminine inside, which is receptivity, the ability to feel, the ability to enter the moment, to be together with someone without being constantly on the mind.
Female receiving the male energy instead of competing. A lot in the modern world, not only in China.
Everywhere,
Women are
actually.
competing with men instead of receiving men.
So there is a war
and
going
men,
on.
Yes.
There is a huge war going on.
And men also need to receive the female. It's not only that women need to receive male energy. Yes, they need to receive male energy. But men also need to receive female energy. Men oftentimes say no to their feelings. They say no to their heart. They are more centered in sex and I gonna do this, I gonna do this, I work. This is male. It's beautiful. But this is also beautiful. And the sexes need to receive each other. Then energy can flow in a circle. Then life becomes complete and rich. And everywhere in the world, this is out of balance.
Yeah, it's
Not only in China. China has its own version of this, but
everywhere.
everywhere there is an insecurity. What does it mean to be a man? What does it mean to be a woman? And this also reflects simply on sexuality. And then people are so disturbed, so insecure, that they cannot connect to a natural flow of sexual energy. They create an idea of what should happen, and then they try to do it.
Yeah, and that's also why pornography all over the world is like a huge business.
Yeah.
Huge business.
Because sex becomes mental.
And then nothing is happening here. It's all here.
And
And
nothing
people
is
are
happening.
really unhappy. My God, I never saw so many people unhappy in this area.
Nothing is happening in the heart. There is no depth to sex. It's just like vomiting in a way. No, it's just like vomiting your energy out so that you can be peaceful for another few minutes. I'm sorry, this is probably not going to go into the interview, but what can we do? So people that are interested in our work, they have basically, I would say basically two options. And to start with, usually people come to an experiential group. They come to understand themselves better. They learn about themselves, meeting other people, doing exercises together in groups. We find out lots of things about ourselves. We put ourselves into a situation that is challenging, and by that challenge we learn about ourselves. So this in itself is very satisfying process. You learn so much. But then there is some people who want to take that to a professional level. They want to work with people. For these people we give trainings. We teach the art, and it's an art really, to work with people. With people
From the heart.
from the heart, meaning in acceptance, non-judgmental. The second option is people who want to learn how to deal with people, how to work with people. We offer trainings for them where you learn how to bring consciousness to people. You're working with people in a non-judgmental way, from the heart, focused in the here and now. That's what we teach. There's people interested in that. So for those people who want to go deeper, we offer trainings. In the trainings we teach people how to work with people. We teach them how to be in the moment when they work with someone. We teach them how to not judge the person while they work with him. We offer 3 modules, and maybe in the future we will offer 3 modules in China too. We call it Tantra 1, 2 and 3, and they are all inclusive. Our work is inside of these 3 modules.
But one of the things is that this work is experiential, so it's not a technique that you learn, it's a state of presence. You need to, what we call, now you're ready to teach, it's not that the person learned a few exercises, no, the person needs to learn the space in which to transmit the exercise. And for some people this might take a while, but it's like, they're gonna be living that. So they're gonna teach through the alignment of their energy, their life, their knowledge, their being.
Well, if you really want to teach something, you need to be able to live it. If you cannot live what you teach, you are a false teacher. And to teach people how to be in the here and now, and to teach people how to be more happy, you have to know how to be in the here and now, and you have to live it, and you have to be happy, at least a reasonable part of your time. So it's a long process. It's for those who really want to change their life, who really seek transformation. Okay, thank you. Thank you.